What's going on, man? This is 415 Boxing. Look at the footage, man. Look at Vasyl Lomachenko about to make Nicholas Walters quit because he couldn't handle his skills. Now, Nicholas Walters was supposed to be strong enough to beat him. That's what everybody was saying. People was hoping and praying that he lost that fight, man. I remember, but he made a really terrific fighter at the time quit. He really did. Now, look at this footage. He made Guillermo Regendao quit. Guillermo Regendao was supposed to be the second coming to boxing. You know what I'm saying? I remember people protesting and didn't want to watch certain fights. The Leo Santa Cruz fight versus the Englishman, the guy from overseas. Everybody was calling it a bum fight because Regendao wasn't a part of it. Listen, you dudes need to stop calling this man a hype job. Now, I do agree with certain people, some people, that I don't believe he's pound for pound the best fighter, but he's a top 10 fighter, man. He's very skillful. He's very humble. You know what I'm saying? He really don't cause problems. Now, there's certain fighters I want to see him fight. You know, we want to see him versus Lopez. We would have liked to see him versus Mikey Garcia. We want to see him versus, you know, fighters like Tank Davis. But the promoters got to get in line, and they got to really step up and make these fights happen. But to sit up there and call him a hype job, the world's biggest fucking hype job ever in boxing, is just fucking ridiculous. He's a really solid fighter. He's a top 10 fighter. He's very skillful. He can punch. There's really not too many things he can't do in the ring, you know. And he has great boxing skills. He has a incredible amateur background. You know what I'm saying? He's boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's a pure boxer. You know what I mean? He's not a fucking hype job. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to see him fight better competition. I want to see him against the other fighters. But these fighters nowadays can only fight against the guys that are put in front of them. And for the most part, he's beaten everybody. Now, the one, you know, mess up he has on his resume is versus Orlando Salido. But that was his very first pro fight ever. You know what I'm saying? And he's been clean ever since. He's not a hype job.